Good morning, campers. Good morning, YouTube. Nobody's watching on Twitch yet, of course, which we don't usually get many people on there anyway. But good morning, YouTube. We are in Northport, Alaska, which, oh my gosh, the skybox on this map is so good. The lighting and the atmosphere and the graceful snowfall is just wonderful. And I want to play some... Is my guy sleeping? My guy's asleep in the cab. It's hard to see. But he's definitely, like, head slumped, passed out in the cab. Well, hopefully he can still use the crane while asleep. So we've got to load ourselves up. Come on, lift it up. There we go. We've got some missions to do. I want to get some stuff done in Alaska today. And so one of my little rules for myself was I refused... cargo. The controls are confusing. One of the fun things about... did I reset the crane? I did somehow. One of the fun things about the way I play games is I put artificial limits on myself that I don't actually need to. So I left all of the trucks that we unlocked in Michigan. The only trucks I brought with us up here to Alaska are trucks that I had purchased. And I brought the Chevy pickup up here briefly, just until we found a new Scout. Because I didn't have a Lodestar to take place of the scouting. But I figured you start with the Chevy truck. If there's any truck that you can, like, be okay with bringing to another map, it's that one. Because, like, well, your character owned that one to start with. You didn't, like, steal it from somebody. Up, please. Thank you. But we have shipped that truck back to Michigan at this point. X to go down. I wish there was an easier way to spawn a new cargo without having to menu swap constantly. Right bumper to bring the crane down. Attach, lift. Pivot to the right. A little more forward. Dropping an item in this front slot on your own truck is always an adventure. Ooh, did I get that perfectly? Nice. Not quite perfect, but close enough. All right, retract the landing legs. Just tilted a little bit there, and we're gonna pull the crane back in. Pack cargo. So the truck we're using right now is the Ford CLT9000. This is an American Cabover tractor trailer. Well, semi-tractor, typically. But it's a heavy truck. It wasn't really used a lot for non-semi-tractor use. Alright, does that bring us close enough to attach? It does. It wasn't used a lot for... Nope, I didn't mean to mention that. It wasn't used a lot for non-tractor trailer use, because there wasn't really much point in having a cabover that wasn't a tractor trailer, because the length limits weren't quite that bad. But, you know, it's functional as a straight truck. The reason it was a cabover in the first place is because at the time, the American trucking industry had full length limits. So the shorter your semi-tractor, the longer your semi-trailer could be. So, you know, if you had the shortest tractor, you could haul more cargo. But this truck actually isn't really set up well for that because it's got such a long frame on it. Like, look at the gap between the drive axles and the fuel tank on this truck. And that is absolutely ridiculous. I need to accept the mission that we're doing before I go anywhere. Oil delivery. Activate. Perfect. But one of the fun things about this truck is it has no all-wheel drive and no diff lock. In fact, the only thing it has going for it right now is the fact that it has chain drive tires. I don't even have chains on the steers, just the drives. And the fact that it is a very, very powerful truck. And we have the advanced heavy winch on this truck. So it can pull itself out of a lot of situations, even if it gets bogged down like we are doing right now. Which, it's a surprisingly capable truck for the most part. It's just like situations like this where you've got all this weight pushing down on the drives into the mud. It has some issues. Come on. Oh, why did I hit for that one? Come on, come on. There we go. Just needed a little help to get out of there. I just do like this truck. It's... I don't know. It's just the style is incredible. The style is top-notch, and it's just got so much power that it actually it can get away with a lot in this map despite not having all-wheel drive or diff lock. Like, look at this. We're just forcing our way through a mud pit with no winch, no all-wheel drive, no diff lock. We're just powering through it in low gear. Gentle oscillations of the steering wheel. I knew as soon as I said that I was going to end up getting stuck. But again, this is why we have the winch. That was not the tree I was trying to hook to. No, that one. Thank you. You've got to kind of aim your camera at the tree you want. Something's going weird here. Oh, we got a graphical glitch with that log. The tree that we knocked over. Come on. Come on, just get some grip so I can start going that way. I have... You know what? That's probably fine. Come on. No, 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 no. All right. Let's see. Let's be a little more careful with what we winch to. No, nothing else there. That will do fine, I think. Let's steer to the right so the cab doesn't wholly tip in that direction if we get a good grip here. A little bit straighter. Yeah, there we go. We are under our own power again. I like not using the most overpowered truck for every situation. Sometimes one of the weaker trucks is just a little more fun. Just see if you can get it through places. I've also never driven this particular section of road before, so you'll have to excuse me if I get into some awkward situations. This is my first time going this way. Though I don't honestly know if this truck can actually do well on this road. Help me, telephone pole. You're my only hope. One of the nice things about this map is there are so many trees. Wow, we just... Alright, so this is where the Cabover design is hurting us a little bit because of that low front bumper. We do have the race suspension on this truck, so it's not as bad as it could be. But sometimes that front end does dig in a little bit. No, 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 Ford, 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 come on. Quick winch to the rescue there. Don't tip. Don't tip. Just claw your way out. Come on. Come on. Oh, Alright, we gotta be careful with this tree, because this tree is light enough we could uproot it with this truck. There we go. Yeah, these medium trees are, with a heavy enough truck, you can pull them out of the ground with the more powerful winches. But they can also still give you a little bit of a push, so they're still useful. Just not, you can't just hold down the retract winch button and expect that tree to last very long. It's got to be cautious with how you use it. And this is why we have the chain tires, is so that we can push our way through snow. I believe I need to go right. Wait. I do not need to go right. I need to go left. And then... yeah. So let's actually reverse a little bit here. One of the other advantages of this truck is it doesn't burn through fuel that fast, which is kind of nice. Which I guess is kind of a side effect of not having all-wheel drive. Is the fuel tends to last a little longer because the all-wheel drive trucks really drink it up. So as long as we can keep this moving, it actually does better on fuel. It's just if we get stuck and take ages to wiggle our way free, that the difference vanishes quickly. I just like this truck. What can I say? Also, it's got like the tallest snorkel in the game, so this thing can go through water that is ridiculously deep. That's, if you look between the exhaust stacks, there's like a pipe with a cap, with a flat cap on it, and that is the snorkel. So it is, your driver has drowned before your engine has in this particular truck. So that's a fun thing. Come on. Just work the wheel. One of the other interesting things about this truck is when it does start bogging down, switching between low and low plus, high-low gear, kind of gives you a little bit of a kick out of certain situations. I actually have driven this part of this road. I just came up that path with the Hummer a little while ago, and that is definitely not wide enough for this truck. So we're going to turn here and deal with some mud instead of a narrow, snow-covered path. Even though I feel like maybe this truck could handle narrow and snow-covered, but oh, this is going to be bad. Oh, this is going to be so bad. So the problem here is there's a rocky gap that the Hummer barely fit through, so I don't think this truck will. I think the mud's probably our best hope. So let's just... Alright, the left is mostly medium trees. Those are the kind we can pull out with our winch. So we're going to stay to the right because we've got a lot of bigger trees on that side that we can use to winch ourselves free. We've also got to be careful not to go too high up the slope or we might risk tipping over. Just right along the edge is always where I burn to be. Highway to the danger zone. Right, this is preventative winching right here. As we started to tip, and now we are winch. Okay, let's. We can't winch to more than one object at a time, but we can hold one winch while we pick our next winch. So like there we had that one winch holding us to the tree while we selected our next object to winch to. Let's... I don't think that tree is sturdy enough. Where's my icon? I need to know where the icon is so I can... Oh, there it is. Actually, yeah, that might work. The controls for winching on console are a little bit less effective than on PC. So you control your target with the D-pad of all things. Alright, don't pull it out of the ground. Okay, stand up. Okay, try again. Alright. And again. And again. You gotta give the tree time to restore itself. Okay, that's... Ah! Come on! I was just singing the praises of this truck. Don't get stuck on me now. Also, you'll notice my bumper is slightly bent. This truck has a tendency to scrape the bumper on things, so it's actually taken a little bit of engine damage. Can I reach? Ah, yes. Give me give me that tree. Perfect. Just noticing there's some telephone poles in those woods. Maybe the left side would have been a little bit better. What are we attached to now? I guess it's a tree on the ground. For some reason, small trees on the ground are stronger than small trees standing up. I think that's freedom. I think that's freedom. I say as we sink again. Come on. This is... The problem here is that we are sunk up to our nose. There, come on. Come on. Wiggle free. Wiggle free. Just a little bit further forward so I can get a decent grip. Eee! Come on, mighty Ford truck, you can do this. This is from Ford trucks back when they were good. So the dynasty here is actually part of the reason I like this truck is there's like a direct lineage from the CLT9000 to the kind of trucks that I drove, the Freightliner Cascadia. So Ford, this was like the last hurrah of Ford trucks. Once you got to the 90s, Ford sold off their heavy truck branch to Freightliner, and that became Sterling trucks. And the main model of Sterling truck, which was based on the old Ford Aeromax, which is like the evolution of this model. The Sterling trucks eventually inspired, they just eventually got folded into Freightliner proper. And that line became the Columbia and the Cascadia, I believe. there's like a direct lineage from this truck to the one that I used to drive for Wilson Logistics, which just, you know, it's kind of cool. I like that. 20 minutes, I'm still not even out of the... I haven't made it to the first delivery yet. But I think we're going to get there now, because this section of road's fine. Aside from this like mud pit right before the solid road. But even that, it's not that bad. We've got enough momentum, we're just going to like force our way right through it. Success. Okay, this is a section of road that I've actually done many times on this map. This is one of those times where it's a good thing we've got the chain tires, because if you don't have chain tires and you try to go the least bit fast on the paved roads in this map, you just spin all over the place. You don't need the chain steers. We don't have all-wheel drive, so there's not much point in having the steers chained up. But you want the wheels that have power to have chains on them. Okay, we're just going to drop one thing of... I hope I can control how we unload this. Cargo management. I cannot control it. Please be one of the ones from the trailer. Damn it. Alright, so we're just going to reverse out of that. We're going to turn ourselves around, and then we'll sort out the cargo imbalance. Without running into my own trailer or this metal pipe? Well, the answer was no, but we did it anyway. Camera does not like being near buildings. Okay, we are just going to briefly detach trailer. We're going to briefly reattach the trailer, unpack the cargo. Yep. Detach the trailer again. Would really help if I'm not steering into a snowbank. I just need to borrow one of these. Because we want most of the weight to be in the lead truck, not in the trailer, just to improve our stability. A little bit to the left. No, not that much. To the left. Perfect. Crane. Normally I would be running this kind of load with one of those semi-tractors, but I wanted to do things a little bit different, and it's way easier to use the load crane like this with this double sideboard setup. Also, this is just generally can get into a few more... Oh, did I pack the cargo? I did not pack the cargo. Pack the cargo. This can get into some tighter areas than the semi-trailer setup, just because it is a much shorter trailer, and a much more maneuverable trailer when you're going forward, at least. Oh boy, that's I forgot about this. This might be. Whoa! What did we just hit? How badly did that smash up my front end? Okay, we got like some impacts on the grill. Fun. It's just like a frozen lump in the road. Yep, that's all that was. Ow. But yeah, so I had trouble with this section in a much more able truck than this. So this could actually be our undoing right here. I do have help standing by if we need it. Immediately stuck. Okay. Let's... Okay, I let go of that tree before it broke. Okay. This is... Now? Alright. We're gonna need help with this part. Let's bust out the cat. I was hoping we wouldn't need this truck, but this truck can go pretty much anywhere, so this is going to be our rescue today. Probably should have just been hauling the cargo with this truck. But where's the fun in taking the easy way out? Now this is the Cat CT680. Nice high snorkels, all-wheel drive, Diff Lock, chains all around. This makes an excellent semi-tractor, and it's just generally a good all-rounder. Let's all-wheel drive to pull ourselves out of the muck. That is one of those moments where we'd have been winching ourselves out with the other truck as we needed the steers to pull us out. This is the path we just came down with the Ford. So this section of road the Ford handled no problem, so obviously the Cat can as well. It's just a good truck. Just a great truck, this thing. Once I got the all-wheel drive for it, this became basically the most overpowered thing I have. So I'm trying not to use it so much just because it can do... If I use this truck too much, I'll end up just using it for everything. And as much as that might be an effective way to beat the game faster, it's just not as much fun. Getting a little bit slippy there. Don't break. Alright. All-wheel drive. Diff Lock. Go around. We're only struggling a little bit. Eee, come on. Come on. Gosh, even the Cat is just having a heck of a time getting through this. Pulling the Ford out of here might take some time. Should we pull it out and go around? Come on, Ford. We're making progress. It's slow progress, but it's progress. I found in snow sometimes high gear can actually accomplish a little more than low. Just because when you do get grip, you pull yourself a lot further forward. You burn fuel quite a lot faster, though. Come on. We are making progress. So I feel like here this will be a little more effective if we sort of winch the truck towards us up this hill. I wish I could let the winch back out again. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That might be it. That might be us free. Success. All right, disconnect the winch. Bring the cat off the road so it doesn't get run over. Engine off, all-wheel drive off, even though we'll probably need all-wheel drive to get that truck moving again. No problem. I say it immediately get stuck. It's fine. All right, back to the style over ability. Back to the Ford. We will see that truck again, I suspect. If for nothing else, in the fact that I just noticed we've only got half of our fuel left. I should have filled up off of that truck before we drove away. Oops. Oops. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. Oh good, more snow. Come on, Ford. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, we're still making some progress. Come on. Come on. Oh. Oh. Alright, is there anything I can winch to up here? Little tree. Just enough to give us a slight boost to our momentum and maybe enough. Come on. I just want to, like, we're still inching forward, and now at this point I just want to see if this Ford can get over this hill without help. We're just dying to see if it's possible. Come on. Anything else we can winch to up there? How about you? You might be able to help. That's tipping me over. Just keeping us wiggling is helping. Because every little bit left and right is also a little bit forward. Yeah, just ripped that one out of the ground. Come on. There we go. At least we will get an opportunity to correct the mistake of not having refuel. Yeah, okay, that's as far up this pass as we're getting. Really starting to get the feeling we should just put the cargo on this truck in the first place. But hey, you know what? Rescuing ourselves repeatedly, it's more interesting. It's more fun. Besides that, the Ford has a bed, so that driver's fine. If there's anyone that can wait to be rescued, it's the truck with the sleeper berth. Right now, the question is, how the heck do we get past him? Oh boy. Yeah, this is going to be a tight squeeze. We might actually need to back the, we might need to back the Ford out of there a little bit. Yep. The angle here is all that has saved our mirrors. It is a matter of inches. Uh-oh, the fire hose. Oh, barely. Alright, there we go. And now, Mr. Ford. Come on, Gerald, get up here. Alright, so I'm capable of moving when I'm not attached to that truck. Barely. Oh, handbrake's on. That was the entire problem right there. Like, why aren't my drive axles moving? Alright, let's see if the Ford can move. Oh, we're gonna need more help here, aren't we? Alright, let's... We're just going to leave the engine running this time. Because I have no faith. I have no more faith in this truck. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that hard. Whoops. Up. First things first. Refuel source is going to be... Sure, just take all of the cat's fuel. That's fine. I just did the opposite of what I meant to do there. There we go. The cat has extra fuel, which for some reason I can't tap into from this truck, so we can fill up the cat's fuel tanks once we switch back to that truck. Come on. Come on, Ford. I want to see this truck make at least one more delivery. Gosh, we're starting to tip quite a lot here. Uh-oh. Oop, oop, oop. Boy, this truck would just be so much better with all-wheel drive. Can I reach? Yes, I can. Don't tip, don't tip, don't tip. Just have to be gentle with this tree so we don't uproot it. Oh, too bad. That was a murdered tree right there. Oh. Wow, really? We uprooted that? I thought for sure that one was big enough to stand up to. Stand up to the Ford. You say it's the worst truck in the game, but I love it. There we go. There we go. See, we made it through that one without any help at all. Goodbye, cat truck. No help. Now, I know for a fact this truck can cross this pond with a semi-trailer. I've done that before. So it should be alright with a loaded bed and a full trailer behind it. Especially with the rear trailer only half loaded. Come on. A little more to the right. A little more to the right. Come on. Driving this truck is a game of patience. Sometimes it takes it a minute to pull itself out of the mud. There we go. What can I say? I've got a soft spot for cabovers. Come on. So I don't know that we can make all the rest of the deliveries with just this truck, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, really? No, I've definitely driven this route with this truck before. Come on, you can do this. Don't get bogged down here. There we go. I know for a fact this truck can do this road. The problem is the fourth and final delivery is down a really long, muddy road that I've had trouble with some much more capable trucks than this. So that will be interesting to see how we do that. But we won't have the trailer at that point, at least. We'll be able to ditch the trailer after this delivery. Which might help. Might not. Might not make much difference at all, but... something about managing to do missions in this game with one of the least capable trucks. Yes, because in the UK you guys have length limits. In the USA, our length limits on tractor trailers are determined by the trailer. So the tractor can be as long as you want it to be, as long as the tractor itself is a legal vehicle. It's like they're governed by the length limit for like a bus. So you can have a semi tractor that's that hurt. That was a hard hit right there. You can have a semi tractor that's as long as a bus if you really want it. They're not very practical, just because it's really difficult to park them. There are people who do that. Like there are American semi trucks that have like a full RV style sleeper on the back that still try to pull cargo, and watching them try to park in truck stops is highly amusing. Alright, but yeah, we don't have the overall... Really? Really? Why does it always take it from the tractor and not the trailer? Alright. It's fine, it's fine. We're gonna get rid of the trailer now. Thankfully, there is a trailer store here. So... unpack cargo, detach trailer, forward right, back and left. Nope, nope, engine on. I definitely need the engine to use the crane. And this is why you keep a crane on board. Pack cargo, restore crane. Handbrake. Alright, we just gotta reconnect to the trailer to sell it. Trailer store. Sell the sideboard. Perfect. Now, the next delivery should be relatively easy, as long as we don't crash into anything at a high rate of speed on the way. Because the next one, it's all roads from here to there. Almost all roads. There's a little bit of dirt road here, but it's not that bad. Also, if you're wondering why the cab rocks so far left and right on this truck, compared to some of the other ones, is the Ford CLT9000 was one of the first American trucks to have an air ride sleeper. So it made driving one of these a lot more comfortable than older Cabovers used to be, because it's not a rigid connection to the rest of the truck. It is on air springs instead, so the cab can move a lot more than the truck can. So it's less jolty, but more wiggly. It's a lot better for your back, for one. All right, high gear, please. Come on. Come on. There we go. I knew he could do it. And there's the pavement. Sweet, blessed pavement. Mind the guardrail. Don't oversteer, don't oversteer. Here's where the snorkel comes in handy. Luckily, the ground in this particular water crossing is fairly stable, so pretty much anything can get across that as long as it's tall enough to keep its engine out of the water. We should stop for fuel while we're here. I know I haven't burned much fuel, but I think this is our last chance to fill up before on this particular trip in total. So, X. I think we might have actually been able to make it here without stealing fuel from the cat truck, but no sense in risking it when I don't need to. This is a really good-looking game, especially considering I'm running on the Xbox One version. This isn't even the PC version, and this still looks really good. My mirrors don't work because I'm on the console version. Don't hit the wheel, don't hit the guardrail. Whew. Yeah, we had a 7 gig update today for this game on console, and we still don't have working mirrors. But they fixed quite a few bugs. Like the bug that annoyed me the most that they fixed today was there was an issue on this particular map. If you used a crane, the camera would just kind of glitch out a lot. Like it would flicker to an alternate view constantly, like every couple seconds. It's very disorienting. I hate this part. They did a very poor job of cleaning up from that particular rock slide, even though you blasted out of the way. For some reason, they just left a whole bunch of boulders lying in the street. Don't hit that. This is what this truck is good at, road. So we need to load the service hub and service site. Just power through this like it's not even here. Come on, come on. Yeah? Yeah, no problem. That is our garage. Don't hit that. The steering in this game is kind of tricky. It doesn't center very quickly. So it's easy to overcorrect and undercorrect and just constantly be flailing around. Alright, we are here. Delivery number 3. Much easier to get to than the last one. Take the one in the back, please. Thank you. Alright, the last one is going to be the hard one. So the reason we wanted them to take the oil barrels in the back is that way we have a nice even spread of that weight on our drive axles and our steer axle. So we are less likely to tip over backwards, at least. Not that I suspect this truck will have an easy time tipping over backwards. All right. This is what we're up against for the rest of this trip. So, you've got two options here. There's a big open, muddy, swampy area to the left, and there's a big open, muddy, swampy area to the right. We're going to take option 3, which is to completely ignore the designated path and just plow through the woods on the right. Come on. You're stuck on a branch. Alright, come on. Oh, we're stuck on a log. That's much larger than what I thought we were stuck on. I don't remember there being a log back here. No, well. Come on. If we uproot all of these trees, we'll have much more space to navigate between them. I want that tree. Thank you. If you're wondering why right before I winch, I like tilt the camera back and aim it at the tree, is it just helps you target the exact tree you want. I did not quite go through here the way I meant to, and now I'm stuck on another log. There we go. Yeah, I like got myself hung up on 2 logs right there, which is not how I wanted to go through this. No, I want that tree. Thank you. I was trying to disconnect my winch and inadvertently turned off my headlights. That's not what I was trying to do. I want to reverse. Thank you. I need your help. There we go, and now, as you can see, we are rejoining the main path. Mostly after the mud. Keep going forward, don't tip, don't tip. Yeah, load balancing isn't a huge deal in this game. It does matter. If you've got an empty tractor and you're hauling a loaded trailer, it is a lot less stable like that. It does that accurately, but also the cargo weight distribution does matter for which of your axles has traction. So if you don't have all-wheel drive, you want to put more of your weight to the back. Though since we've got this this bed on the truck with a crane, all of our weight is to the back. So there's not much benefit to putting it further back. But we could actually get a slightly better traction if we do move that pallet to the rear. It would potentially help, but It would help more so if we didn't have the crane. But since we do have the crane, even the front position on the bed of the truck is kind of over the back axis. If we're actually able to make it without help to the service site with this truck, I will be amazed. This is where I thought we would need the cat truck to come rescue us. But the cat truck is now on the other side of the map where we left it. Bogged down something fierce there. Come on. This is going better than I expected. This is where we need to be careful because it's easy to tip. Well. Oh, there goes my cargo. Can't say I didn't call that one. All right. Luckily, I planned for this. Everything's fine. The pay star will save the day. Assuming we don't also tip over the pay star. I am going to be a little bit disappointed in myself if we tip over both of these vehicles and have to go and get another another oil barrel to do this mission. So this is the International Pay Star. This is the off-road version of the International trucks. All-wheel drive, Diff Lock, raised suspension just out of the box. You don't have to upgrade this truck to get the raised suspension at all. We got chains on all the tires. And this truck makes an excellent rescue truck because it just carries the crane really well. And you know what? We're going to skip like an hour and a half ahead, because I don't know about you, but I'd like to be able to see for the rescue mission. This is the way I meant to go with the Ford, not by that log. As you can see with the more capable trucks, this route is... Alright, well, if we had... Actually, I think I went through these two trees the first time I did this, and it was relatively easy. Yeah. Yeah, so that's a good way to avoid the mud pit if you're not carrying the gigantic trailer. Ooh, I got worried for a second there. I legit thought we were about to tip over there for a moment. Yeah, there is an extremely large trailer you have to pull out of the service area down at the end of this road. And you don't have a lot of options with which way you go with that because it is so large. So you pretty much just have to plow your way through the mud pits on that one. Though having another truck there like this one to give it a little bit of help is a good idea. And you can use that side path with the smaller trucks without much difficulty. Hey, there's our Ford. Alright, so let's scoot past the Ford to start with. That was odd. Alright. That way when we... Okay. Alright, so we can try and pull... We can kind of try to pull the Ford out and forward. Wrong button. There we go. Lift the crane. Rotate the crane. Avoid the power line. The wires are not real in this game, but the wires aren't real. Okay, well, are we tipping the entire truck? No, not quite. The wires aren't real, but the poles are. We are moving the entire truck. Come on, get stuck. Just spun the entire thing. Alright. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna drag the Ford this direction and then try and get it back on its wheels. I feel like we'll have more success over here. What is that? Oh, it's the pole behind it. I'm like, what's that other winch point there? There we go. Alright. Change truck. Drive this a little bit this way. We're gonna need this truck to get the crate back up the hill. It rolled pretty far down. And we do have an advanced winch on the Ford, but I don't think that's got enough range to get this. Just wrong button again. This barrel honk. Alright. Crane supports. Yeah, we can get that. Watch and make sure we're not tipping. There's not much concern with beating up the cargo. So it's okay to let it kind of drag along the ground here. And we're just gonna... adjust a little bit. This isn't exactly what I had in mind for the entire stream, but if we actually manage to complete this with the Ford, I'll be very happy, despite the, you know, almost falling off a cliff thing. There we go. Pack cargo. Oh, I left the engine running in the other truck. There we go. We'll worry about the crane later. Or we'll worry about the crane in 10 seconds when I flip the truck again. It's going so well already. Just covered in mud. So I think if we stay toward the right side of this path, it's a little less tilted. So hopefully we won't completely lose it again. Well, I'm glad y'all enjoy the recoveries, because I get the feeling we've got at least one more before we get to the end of this road. And that's part of the fun, right? That's half the reason I drive this truck, is just because it needs help a lot, and the help is often more interesting. Boy. Those wheels are in the air. Is there... And that tree's dead. And that tree's dead. Okay. Stay left, stay left, stay left. If we can keep kind of a funky angle, we won't tip. Turn into the tip. Oh no, we've got a rock wedged between our steer axle and our fuel tank. Alright. Okay. We survived that section. This bit is treacherous as well. I have flipped the cat here. The CT680. I flipped in this spot with a semi-trailer. Just like that, actually. Exactly like that. Oh, we're going all the way down the cliff. Excellent. So, fun thing, if you haven't been down here, that's an upgrade right behind me. I found that when I fell down here with the cat. Yeah, there's an upgrade right next to that pile of stuff. It does not show up on the map. Can I start the engine on my side like this? No. Oh boy. Oh, it's gonna be a really hard one to recover from. Restore crane. Alright, so we're going to cheat just a little bit with this truck, and we're going to take the detour. That'll put us in front of That'll put us in front of the Ford. And hopefully give us an easier shot of pulling it up the cliff without flipping this truck. So we're not gonna, I don't think we're gonna be able to just pull the Ford up the hill sideways the way we did with pulling it out of the last tip. I don't think that will go very well. We might, if we can flip it back on its wheels and get it pointed either nose up or nose down the embankment and get the engine running, then the Ford will help us pull it up the cliff. I think that's our only chance to get it back on the road. If not, there is a way we can still complete this mission without the Ford. There's an empty sideboard trailer in the service hub. So if I can get the oil barrels with the crane and hook the crane truck up to that trailer and put the barrels in the trailer, we can deliver them. I would like to do it with the Ford, but I accept that may not be possible at this stage. There it is, right down there. Is this? I'm trying to figure out what the easiest way down is. Yeah, I think the gentlest slope is just the one we just rolled down. Which is not ideal, but will work, I think. Before we try to move the truck, actually, you know what? Yeah, let's get the truck first. I don't think. No sense in putting the cargo at the top first. Come on. There we go. Does the engine still work? Hey, the engine still works. Excellent. We didn't actually take that much damage falling down the cliff. What am I stuck on? Okay. Let's try that again. Come on. I just need you on your wheels pointed up the cliff. Come on. Are we just pulling the whole truck up the cliffside? Okay. Fine. If this works, it works. Come on. Nope. No, I want the truck. Thank you. I think the engine started on the truck just now. For a second. Uh-oh. Rock wall behind me. That's not ideal. Let's just get the Paystar back up the cliff. Excellent. I did not switch back into reverse. There we go. I am amazed that we managed to get this thing up the hill sideways. Alright. Less than successful. But we're making progress. Come on. It's trying. Its wheels are turning. I don't super want to pull it out in this direction, but if this is the way we have to pull it to get it to move again, I accept that. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Don't pull me down the hill with you. Oh. I just had an image in my head of the Ford going over again and just the Paystar going right behind it. That would have been awful. Come on. Damn you. If you're wondering why I'm not using the crane right now, it's because the crane does not have enough power to actually lift that truck off the ground. Yes, yes, yes. There we go. Alright, now hopefully we didn't completely destroy the engine pulling it up the hill. Nope. We've hooked our crane supports on the Ford. You've got to be kidding me. Engine's still running. We can... Nope, there we go. That was it. Bright side. Oh. Interesting. That's never happened before. That tree just had a heart attack. Can I touch this? Okay. So it's real again. Alright, so I admit this has not gone entirely according to plan. Alright, you know what, just... No, not that. There we go. Oh, no. So the issue here is that the Ford really has no traction anywhere except on the road. So if we can like get it wedged in a good spot at a good angle, you might be able to flip that over. Alright. We also got to make sure we don't get too far away. are dragging ourselves back to the Paystar. Oh boy. Well. I think... You know what? We'll worry about the Paystar later. Let's just get our cargo. If we can. And make the delivery. Because you know what? The goal was the Ford. Alright. Don't break. The goal was having the Ford on its wheels and able to deliver. And we still have that. Despite the sudden demise of the Paystar. Rotate the other way, please. This is a very awkward angle for placing cargo. Just completely undid all the rotations I'd accomplished. There we go. All right. Restore crane. And conveniently, if... No, not reverse. Not reverse. Conveniently, if we need more help getting back to the top, the Paystar's in a spot where we can just winch to it. All right, goodbye, Paystar. We'll be back for you in a minute. I don't know what we just hit there. Come on. I just want to make the delivery. So it hasn't gone completely according to plan, but after 90 minutes, we have been to... I should really not be like claiming victory yet. We're still like a quarter mile from the delivery. But in 90 minutes, we've been all around the map. We've delivered... I should... You know what, before I go any further, I should pack the cargo. We delivered 4 drums of oil to locations all around the map with the Ford, and we only needed help four times. We only needed help 4 times. I am happy with how this turned out. Honestly, I really am. And we've taken relatively little damage in the process. Delivery. $5,600. Excellent. That might be just enough to get another crane truck to pull my crane truck back on its wheels. Oh, gosh. Anyway, that's going to do it for me tonight. Thank you all so much for watching. I can't believe we actually made it. But the turns out the Ford can actually do this mission with help from Cat and Paystar. And with the sacrifice of a Paystar, I should say. Thank you all so much for watching. My name's Ellie O'Dare. You can find me on Twitter at Ellie O'Dare. I'm also on YouTube, Twitch, Xbox Live, and Steam, all under the same name. Just search for me and I will be there. Thank you all for watching and have a great day. My button to end the stream is not